Okay, another thing to consider before you start your interviews is whether or not you need to reassign any of the interview questions to other sources. Why this might happen is a position may not be filled, and there's questions attached to that source that are important to get answers from somebody. Or another example may be a position just doesn't exist. One of the more common positions this happens with, so we go into our interview tools. So let me just re-show that. So when we're on site, we will be interacting a lot with what's called the interview tool. When we pull this open, you'll see assignments above. Here, you are selecting who are you speaking with right now, the team leader, nurse, and so forth. As you pull that up, different questions, items with questions start populating in. One of the common positions that may not be filled and you do need to reassign is the housing specialist. So what you do is you go into that reassignment and you start looking for where the housing specialist is showing up. So you'll look for, in that question, assign, team leader. So we know that the housing specialist questions all live right here in EP. And they're related to one item, EPA. Assign housing specialist questions to which interview? So in this case, we may assign it to the team leader, but also possibly the clinician interview, or you may find out there's another source. But this is essentially what this function within eTMACT is serving, is the opportunity to essentially juggle over questions when the source isn't there and it looks important to get this information from someone. That's how you can shift it around within eTMACT.